Yo! Welcome to another episode of A Chapter a Day to Keep the Devil Away. I am Tinayeshe, and this is the place where we read a chapter of the Bible every day until we finish the entire thing. Today, we're going to be reading Genesis chapter 48. No captions, sorry about that. If you haven't read Genesis chapter 47 yet, go do that. If you're joining us for the first time, then just be where we are and hop on for the ride. But today, we're going to read Genesis chapter 48. Jacob blesses Manasseh and Ephraim. One day, not long after this, word came to Joseph, "Your father is failing rapidly." So Joseph went to visit his father, and he took him with his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. When Joseph arrived, Jacob was told, "Your son Joseph has come to see you." So Jacob gathered his strength and sat up in his bed. Jacob said to Joseph, "God Almighty appeared to me at Luz in the land of Canaan and blessed me. He said to me, 'I will make you fruitful and I will multiply your descendants. I will make you a multitude of nations, and I will give this land of Canaan to your descendants after you as an everlasting possession.' Now I am claiming as my sons these two boys of yours, Ephraim and Manasseh, who were born here in the land of Egypt before I arrived. They will be my sons, just as Reuben and Simeon are. But any children born to you in the future will be your own, and they will inherit land within the territories of their brothers Ephraim and Manasseh. Long ago, as I was returning from Padan Aram, Rachel died in the land of Canaan. We were still on the way, some distance from Ephrath, that is Bethlehem. So with great sorrow I buried her there, beside the road to Ephrath. Then Jacob looked over at the two boys. 'Are these your sons?' he asked. 'Yes,' Joseph told him. 'These are the sons God has given me here in Egypt.' And Jacob said, 'Bring them closer to me so I can bless them.' Jacob was half blind because of his age and could hardly see. So Joseph brought the boys close to him, and Jacob kissed and embraced them. Then Jacob said to Joseph, 'I never thought I would see your face again, but now God has let me see your children too.' Joseph moved the boys who were at their grandfather's knees, and he bowed with his face to the ground. Then he positioned the boys in front of Jacob. With his right hand, he directed Ephraim toward Jacob's left hand, and with his left hand, he put Manasseh at Jacob's right hand. But Jacob crossed his arms as he reached out to lay his hands on the boys' heads. He put his right hand on the head of Ephraim, though he was the younger boy, and his left hand on the head of Manasseh, though he was the firstborn. Then he blessed Joseph and said, 'May the God before whom my grandfather Abraham and my father Isaac walked, the God who has been my shepherd all my life to this very day, the angel who has redeemed me from all harm, may he bless these boys. May they preserve my name and the names of Abraham and Isaac, and may their descendants multiply greatly throughout the earth.' But Joseph was upset when he saw that his father placed his right hand on Ephraim's head. So Joseph lifted it to move it from Ephraim's head to Manasseh's head. 'No, my father,' he said, 'this one is the firstborn. Put your right hand on his head.' But his father refused. 'I know, my son, I know,' he replied. 'Manasseh will also become a great people, but his younger brother, his descendants, will become a multitude of nations.' So Jacob blessed the boys that day with this blessing: 'The people of Israel will use your names when they give a blessing. They will say, "May God make you as prosperous as Ephraim and Manasseh." In this way, Jacob put Ephraim ahead of Manasseh. Then Jacob said to Joseph, 'Look, I am about to die, but God will be with you and will take you back to Canaan, the land of your ancestors. And beyond what I have given your brothers, I am giving you an extra portion of the land that I took from the Amorites with my sword and bow.'" I don't have a ton of takeaways. The intentionality to like bless the younger over the older kind of keeps happening. Not mad at it. It's a little confusing. I think Joseph might be extra sensitive to that, knowing that he's been a beneficiary of Jacob's pleasure, being the favorite, being, the things that Joseph went through and how that harmed him and blessed him. I think maybe he's like, hey, let's just do it the normal way this time. That's what would be in my head. But also, it's just not the normal order of things. And so I don't know why it keeps happening. But it keeps happening. And at least in this one, there didn't seem to be a kind of blessing of like superiority or he was blessed differently than his brother, but it wasn't necessarily better than the other. Both were blessed and cared for in his word over his children and his blessing over his children and giving them that inheritance. I don't get it, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna lean into the questions and lean into not fully understanding it. But man, I remember the last time I saw my grandfather and that feeling of this may be the last time I see him was real. And so a lot of those emotions are kind of coming to me, and it would have been, I don't know, I can imagine being older and having those moments where you're feeling like, all right, this is the end, I've got to say my last words. And man, that was a tear-filled moment when I saw my grandfather the last time, and we all kind of knew that it probably was gonna be. He did it fashionably and waited until he turned 99 and for everybody to like be wanting to see him again, making plans to go. He wasn't. I was 18 and I think he died 4 years later, and so 5 years later. So he was still holding on, and he still lived a good bit beyond the last time I saw him. But he made sure there was anticipation. He made sure that there was desire and a readiness to see him again, and that's when he left, and that's how you do it. Anyway, I just for some reason that brought up some things in my heart. But I love y'all. This is all I got. I gotta go. Peace.